Hello, everybody. Dave Neal, stand-up comic host of Bachelor Nation News. We're going to jump right into it and show you the deleted rose ceremony in its entirety right now. Let's watch it. This is on Bachelorette, ABC's Instagram page. If you want to check out the full 4-minute, 14-second rose ceremony with no commentary, go watch it there. As you know, for copyright reasons, the fair use rules, I have to talk a little bit throughout it, so we'll do some commentary. But Bachelorette said, just a little bonus scene to remind you that the journey is unpredictable and can change at any time. I wouldn't say this is a bonus scene. This is a scene they deleted and then brought back to life. How boring might this scene be that they didn't air it? Let's watch. All right. Okay, so this is the rose ceremony for both ladies. No socks. This part of the journey.
At the rose ceremony.
Johnny.
Yeah, then it really hits you like I could go home.
Didn't see Johnny last night.
And, you know, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Doesn't know if he's ready to go home.
There's not a lot of us, so there's probably not a lot of roses being handed out.
Not a lot of roses being handed out. All right.
This week, Hometowns, have the opportunity to confess my feelings to Gabby.
Confess.
I am falling in love with her, and she said that she was falling in love with me too. And
it's so dark.
After like an impactful night like that, it's hard to realize that there are still two other guys that
turn some lights on
and are in this process. So obviously you're nervous, and like the fact that there is a potential for me not to get a rose is on my mind.
Can you imagine if you don't get a rose and then you decide to ask the other one? Like Rachel didn't give me a rose. Hey Gabby, are we still in on this?
At my hometown, Rachel had a really tough time dealing with my dad's questions.
Yeah.
My family being so skeptical could weigh in on her decision.
Tino's got a nice voice though, doesn't he?
Get me and her at the end of this. I want to stay here so badly.
All right, we have Avon, Tino.
A future without Rachel.
How many roses are on the table? That's the question. Avon, he's over it. All right, come on.
This rose ceremony to start, but I'm just waiting for Tyler to show up.
Where's Tyler?
I imagine everything went well at all these hometowns, so someone's gonna be pretty shocked.
All right, so Tyler, so they don't know that Tyler's not out. That Tyler's not there. All right, ladies.
Guys, I want to thank you guys for opening up your hearts and your homes. I had to make some really difficult decisions this week, and I think
the uptick.
You guys know how important this week was for me. As incredible.
All right, platitudes. Now, again, if you want to watch the full thing, you can. For copyright reasons, we just have to chime in a little bit
They're
here.
giving their speech, and I'm looking at the table, and there's 0 roses.
0 roses on the table.
Maybe they've completely changed their mind on everything. Where are the roses?
Where are
Who's
the
going
roses?
home? Who's
I got
staying?
one for you, buddy.
I knew this week would be big, but I didn't know it would be this big. This is one
That's what you're supposed to say for the fantasy suite.
decisions I've ever had to make. And as you can see, there's no roses on the table because I truly, and I think Rachel's in the same position,
They just quit.
Don't know what to do.
Give a rose. Your only job is to give a rose. So, everybody gets to go on Virgin Cruise Lines. Oh, Jesse gets the rose. They've been hooking up with Jesse the whole time.
Ladies, the roses you requested.
Ah! This is a good scene. Why didn't they keep this?
These roses here, I think Gabby and I would both like to ask all of you to come with us into next week, and I think we're really confident giving each of you a rose.
There it is, folks.
Oh, really? Like to come up?
Roses for everybody. Participation roses, as they were. You get a rose.
Next week, it's a huge week, and I feel really great.
All right.
With the group of men I have
Hannah,
here.
you get a fantasy suite. You get a fantasy suite.
The next 2 weeks ending.
Look under your chair. There's a fantasy suite.
For opening up your hearts and your homes to both of us.
My heart is more divided now than ever.
Thank you for opening up your hearts. Now open up your wallets and find a condom. There's always a condom in that guy's wallet.
Myself in each.
That's right. I don't think you're supposed to keep condoms in your wallets as a PSA.
So I think I need more time to weigh things and really think about it.
I think it's time we leave the Bachelor Mansion for good.
Our final destination is Riviera Maya.
Riviera Maya. Woo! Which I'll be getting married at in 48 days. All right. There they are. on The Bachelorette. All right, I understand. Look, here's the deal, right? They had to keep all the, they had to keep all the other things. They had the bros, trailer. They had the cruise thing. What could they cut out? I mean, well, certainly they cut out Nate and Gabby speaking. But boy, I mean, could we get rid of maybe rather than spending 5 minutes having a jar of tomato sauce dumped on them, maybe just a little ketchup packet does the same trick. Speaking of which, Game of Roses has these great shirts called Sauce Wars, which of course is the terminology used to describe the battle between independent recappers and those that are paid by the evil warlords known as Bachelor producers in that North Korean style propagandist machine that they've got. Okie dokie, so we've got all that going on. And people are not happy, by the way. People are not happy. Bachelor Rabbit Hole, y'all have the worst production team in the history of television. Last night's episode was an insult to viewers. Bachelorette, this was literally 4 minutes. Why didn't y'all just air it? No wonder why we feel like we don't know these guys. You have the footage, but don't show us. But show QVC ads instead. This is insulting to loyal followers who come for content. Pretty disappointed with last night's episode. It felt like an insult to viewers to say you didn't have time to show us this, but then flooded the mental all with SpawnCon. Sponsored content. Oh, good. I love this show so much, but last night was difficult, y'all. Bachelorettes, thank y'all for putting it somewhere. Thinking a lot of how last night's episode had hardly anything to do with the show at all, and having to watch the ceremony elsewhere might be inaccessible to important parts of your demographic. Such a large percentage of the time was spent advertising and promoting other shows and peddling products. Truly a bummer. Baffling to imagine there not being time to see the rose ceremony when that's one of the... Here's what they could have done. They could have done the cruise line giveaway. At the same time, they dumped tomato sauce and promoted bro while Gabby discussed Nate's problematic behavior. They should have just done that all at once, A little picture-in-picture like a sporting event. Oh my gosh, over here we've got Meatball dumping la sauce on him. Billy Eichner's over here, the whole deal. Okie dokie. So last but not least, I got this comment from Project Barbie on our latest video. The teacher's wish list. They just take the things people donate and send it back to Amazon and get cash. This is such a racket. My response, always measured and calculated, never too emotional. You're a wacko if you think that's the case. What a moron. I'm going to use your comment to show sheer stupidity that exists in our world. So to prove why we need to support our teachers even more, somebody please donate to a wish list in Barbie's honor. Of course, today's wish list is a teacher named Mrs. Bett in New Jersey who's providing Band-Aids and books and other fun things for her kindergarten classroom. Oh yeah, what sinister motivations the teachers have to buy a scissor skills activity book for kids ages 3 to 5 with colorful animals. Hey, that looks like a lot of fun. I never really learned. All right, you gotta point the scissors down, right? All right, you're gonna poke out your eye. And of course, yesterday, we see this from Mrs. Mary in Chicago. All of the presents you guys donating. Oh, I'm sure Mrs. Mary's gonna return the glue sticks. Get the F out of here, Barbie! No one needs people like you sinister mother, you know what? All right, so anyway, you can go donate. Link in the comment section. That's where we're at. I appreciate all of you guys so much for being a loyal and loving part of our community. And also, if you want to come see my show this Saturday, I'll be headlining Fourth Wall Cafe in Hollywood at 8 p.m. Link in the comment section. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.
You cut the crap.
Barbie.